Hello everybody on YouTube, it's Michael here, and this video is going to be of me showing off my high-end keyboards and synthesizers. And I shall yet again be doing two parts of this video because I've got so many of these high-end keyboards and synthesizers that I don't have room to fit them all in this front room. So this is going to be part one of the high-end keyboards and synthesizers. So let's go. First we have here the PSR 7000. Yes, you get the backlit LCD screen here, and you get over 400 sounds, and you get 120 rhythms, and you get a microphone input just there, so that you can plug in and sing. There was another keyboard in this range called the PSR 4000 that didn't have a microphone, and it didn't have as many sounds, and you get custom voice edit. You can customize wave sounds on the PSR 7000 that you couldn't do on the PSR 4000. So there's the PSR 7000. And on my PSR 7000, the floppy disk drive is a bit wrecked, as you can see. Yes, I got this keyboard for free. I got given it from work because some person left it next to a heater overnight, which caused this. So I got given this keyboard. The floppy disk drive may not work, but everything else on it works. Now the next one up here is the PSR 8000. This is the first keyboard of many features. This is the first to have the XG technology, and it's the first to have vocal harmony, so you can plug in a microphone and sing, and you can change the gender of your voice. And it's got over 700 sounds, 214 rhythms, and it's got 60 multipad banks, where there's 50 presets banks and 10 user banks that you can record and play yourself. The PSR 8000 has some very good dance styles. This is the keyboard where I usually do all my dance remixes of original songs. I've done quite a few, which I shall show you later on in future videos. So there's the PSR 8000 and the PSR 7000. The 8000 also has virtual arranger, when you can add colour notes to the rhythms that you're playing, just like the other one I showed you on my mid-range keyboards collection, the PSR 630. So there's the 8000, and here is the legendary DX7. Yes, very excellent synthesizer, which I got cheap on eBay. You get 32 patches, and you can also get the optional ROM cartridges containing more patches. You get here some algo rhythms. I don't know how they work yet because I haven't really used it. I'm not going to use this keyboard to program my own sounds, because it's very hard to program your own sounds, and you need a lot of time and patience for it as well. But I don't need to do it because there are thousands of patches available for download on the internet today for this DX7. And it's the very first synthesizer to have FM synthesis and MIDI. So there's the DX7. Now the home keyboard of the DX7 is the PSR 6300 here. You have auto accompaniment rhythms. You get 24 rhythms and 8 custom rhythms containing a total of 32 rhythms. You get 16 orchestral lower sounds, which you play in your left hand, 16 orchestral voices upper, where you play in your right hand, and you get 16 solo voices. So it's a great keyboard. Another one I got very cheap on eBay, and you get 4 filling buttons there for your rhythms. And you get a cartridge there, and you get pitch bend and modulation wheel. Here is the WX2, When I last counted all the sounds on here, all I know from this keyboard is that it has over 400 sounds and 64 rhythms. Another keyboard that I got given for free. Apparently the floppy disk drive doesn't work, but I haven't tried that out yet. It's been over 3 years since I last played this keyboard. So there's the WX2 General Music, short for General Music, GEM. And here we have the Technics KN800. You have 48 sounds and you get 16 memory sounds, which will give you a total of 64 sounds. And on here you get 24 rhythms plus 8 memory ones. I think they're used ones. Giving you a total of 32 rhythms. And you get the pitch bend wheel here and modulation when pushing that little button there. And you get some pads and a small LCD screen. But one thing I didn't show you on the PSR 6300, you can close the lid. There. Right here we have the Korg i4 S. This used to be my dad's, but he didn't use it much, so he sold it to me. Yes, you get you get 4 sound patches. You get 4 sound programs containing 64 sounds in each program, giving you a total of 256 sounds. And you get 64 rhythms. Yep, you get 64 rhythms with 4 variations, 2 fill-ins, 2 intros and 2 endings. And down the bottom here, if you can see it right, there's a floppy disk drive. And we have here the Roland G1000. It has over 1,000 sounds, 128 rhythm styles, a floppy disk drive there, and down there you get a zip drive. I've got a zip drive containing hundreds of rhythms. I've not used this keyboard a lot, so I don't know much about it. I will make a video of this keyboard when I get the time to play the keyboard and know its features. Right, last but not least, we have here this lovely PSR SQ16. Very excellent keyboard. It's the big brother of the PSR 500. You get 2 banks of sounds, each containing 100 sounds. So you altogether get 200 sounds. You get your pitch bend wheel and 16 track sequencer. That's why it's called a PSR SQ16, because it's got 16 track sequencer. And you get 270 styles. A lot of styles for this keyboard. Well, the first 100 styles are full of compliments. The first 100 styles you get 2 variations, 4 fill-ins, 2 intros, 2 endings. The next 100 styles, up to 100 to 199, you don't get any of that. You only get 1 variation, no fill-ins, no intros, no endings, and nothing. And the last 70 styles, you just get rhythms. There's no backing tracks, like no bass, no phrases and pads and so on. It's just drums. And you get an awesome demo. Yeah. So there's the PSR SQ16. Right now on YouTube, there's not really a lot of videos for this PSR SQ16. So there's the SQ16. Yeah, that's it. The last look of all my high-end keyboards and synthesizers, part 1. So that's the end of part 1 of my high-end keyboards and synthesizers. Right, stay tuned for part 2. Bye for now.